Hey guys, welcome back to Dislyte. In today's video, I want to do a guide for the Lone Star event for the section that we do have on global at the moment. There's a little bug in it, so I'll give you a tip for that. Also, where to farm, because the stage 6, for a lot of people, I don't think is going to be worth it for the success rates you're going to have and the amount of effort you're going to have to put into it. And then I also want to look at the shop. I've done some calculations that I'll put on screen here, based around, stamina efficiency on crests, and then stamina costs and gem costs for every item in the shop. I'll go through what I'm going to buy from the shop and what I'm going to leave and my reasoning why. So yeah, let's get into it with the bug in the event so far. So if you clear up this fifth one, you'll find that it sort of blocks the path and you can't get through. Now, if that happens for you, it happened on both my accounts, you go back here, you clear these 3 stages. That still won't fix it. What you have to do after you clear those 3 stages in here, you just clear 1, 2, 3. You're gonna just exit out of the map and then go back into it, and then it will open up 6 and then obviously this stage as well. So that is the little bug. It's not like, you've got to wait days for it. It's just a bug. Literally clear 5, go back here, clear 1, 2, 3, and then exit out, come back in, and you will have the final 2 stages and you can go ahead and be fine. Now, what we want to do in this event, there's the shop. You want to buy stuff out of the event shop, and to buy stuff out of the event shop, you're going to have to use these crests. And now with the crests, you're going to be farming them from any one of these stages, 1 through 3, and then 4 through to 6. Now, the difference between these stages is just the stamina cost and how many crests they drop. I would click into these and see, but I'm actually auto farming, so I can't. But based on the stamina cost and how many crests they drop, over here, I went and calculated out basically the crests per stamina. And now when we look at this stage 6, like I said at the start, I don't think stage 6 is going to be worth it. You don't have to do this, because when we look at this, stage 6 is giving us 4.285 crests per stamina, and stage 5 is giving us 4.166. It's a very minuscule difference that isn't going to hurt anyone. And I think for a lot of people on both my accounts, I'm struggling on stage 6 and I'm cruising through in fast times on stage 5. So I think for a lot of people, especially those who started at global, unless you got some godly units, just don't even bother with stage 6. Like, clear it once for the achievement and stuff like that. But if you're struggling to build a reliable team and you're wasting time there, just go ahead and farm 5. It's not too much difference. For instance, I'll just put this one out here as an example. Skylar costs 5,000 of the crests. Like, she's way more expensive than anything else. And the difference in stamina for her in farming stage 6 at 4.28 and 5 at 4.16 is, if I scroll across, I wrote it down, I calculated it. So she's gonna cost you 1,200 stamina from farming stage 5, or 1167 stamina from farming stage 6. So it's like a 33 stamina difference on like a 1,200 stamina base. It's nothing. So like I said, just ease it through on stage 5. Also, if you have a really good soloing unit, if you have like a hide or something like that, feel free to try and solo and put fodder in for experience. I think they get, like, if you run, I did one test, if you run like 1 fodder with the rest of your actual units, you get about 2,000 to 3,000 experience for that 1 fodder. So it's not too bad. If you can do it, do it. If not, just go ahead like I am on my accounts and just grind through on stage 5. If you're good enough, you got the units, you got the relics, go ahead and farm stage 6. Stage 6 is the most efficient. I just think it's going to be annoying for a lot of people, and they're going to have low success rates. And if your success rate is low enough, you're actually going to end up losing stamina farming that one and wasting a bunch of time and getting frustrated. So that is my tip there. Past that, let's jump into the shop itself and talk about the items in the shop. So first of all, what am I going to buy? I'm going to buy Skylar, obviously. I'm going to buy the gold records. I'm going to buy the Starimon, but that's like my last priority. I'm going to buy the relic bonus. I'm going to buy the 200k gold, and I'm going to buy the stamina packs. These things down the bottom, I'm not going to buy. I'll go through my calculations and tell you why. So first off, with Skylar. Skylar is effectively, and the gem costs here that I've written down, I've based it off of 100 gems for 90 stamina, which is the last 9 refills that you can do. That's what I based it off of. So, take it with a grain of salt. Also, all these calculations, I didn't do them in a spreadsheet. I just did them with calculator. So I rounded. So they might be 1 or 2 plus or minus, so give give me a bit of leeway on it. But basically, Skylar, for 1,300 gems, 1,297 gems, you're getting a guaranteed copy of a 4-star that you don't actually have at the moment. I think that's definitely worth it, considering you could spend 2,000 gems and get all 3 stars. I like the value. I'm going to get Skylar. It seems pretty obvious to me. Meredith, whatever you want to call her. I always get the wrong names. Next up is the Shimmer Record. The Shimmer Record is going to cost you 518 gems. Now, in a Shimmer Record, you have a 7% chance at a 4-star, which is going to be a good unit. They're all pretty decent. Or a 1% chance at a 5-star, which is going to be godly. So there's an 8% chance that your 518 gems is worth it. And there's a 92% chance that you're throwing 518 gems down the drain. Now, that is up to you on whether you want to take the gamble. I want to take the gamble. Other people may not. It's a lot of gems just to throw down the drain, because probabilities are that you're just going to get something useless that you don't need. So, up to you on that one. Personally, I like the gamble. If you don't like the gamble, don't do it. But we're all gotcha players. I think everyone likes the gamble. Next up is the gold records at 105 gem cost, considering gold records cost 200 gems normally. It's a good discount. I'm buying it. The Epic Starimon at 53 gems. These are like borderline if I want to. I'll say I will. I'm not too sure if I will at the end. I think I will, just when you base it off of how much stamina. You're getting that for 47 stamina. When you consider the stamina that you're actually going to have to use to level them up, yeah, the more I talk about it, the more I think it's worth it. So yeah, I'll buy the 4-star Starimon. Past that, the relic bonus at 105 gems. I definitely think this is worth it, but only if you hold on to it and save it till you can farm one of the relic dungeons with about a 1-minute team. Do not use these until you can do that. Otherwise, you'll lose massive amounts of efficiency. If you can do 1-minute teams and in this 2 hours, you can do like 5 gem refills and get 50% bonus on those gem refills, you're going to be getting back more than your 105 gems worth of value, if that makes sense. So these are a no-brainer for me, but only if you hold on to them. If don't be doing 5-minute runs and popping these, because you'll just lose gems on the buying of these. Next up is the 200k gold. Now I'll talk about gold quickly. I'm going to buy this one because on Purgatory 12 practice mode, on that one you get about 15,000 gold per run, and each run costs you 10 stamina. So that's about 1,500 gold per stamina. Now, based on that, when we look at this costing 47 stamina, 47 times that 1,500 is going to give you about 70,500 gold. So in practice stages, with 47 stamina, it will yield you about 70,000 gold. And from this, you're getting 200,000. So that's more than double the value of gold, which compensates you for not getting the experience that you would normally get in the practice stages. So for me, I see these as being worth it. When we move down to the 100k gold down the bottom, because I'll cover that now because we're talking about it, it also costs 47. But once again, in practice stages, you could be getting 70,000 gold for that same stamina. And here you're only getting what's that, the 30% increase? No, it's a bit more than that. But you get what I mean. Like from 70 to 100, my brain's cooked. It's late at night. Give me a break. But I don't see this as worth it for the amount of experience that you're losing. I would rather go ahead and just farm relics and sell relics for that gold and the chance at some godly relics. So that's me personally. I'm not going to go for the 100k golds. If you want to, I have nothing against that. Up to you. Next up, the 6-star relics at 105 gems. I do not think they're worth it. 5 stars, not worth it. If you're a player who, say, doesn't have any 6 stars yet, you're like, but what if I get it? I'd say still probably not, because it'll be a random one. And also, if you don't have any 6 stars yet, you're probably only farming like stage 2 or 3. So it's getting even more expensive to do it. Some people might want to take that gamble, which, if you want to, go nuts. But for me, at 105 gems, that's a refill. And that's a 10 run through one of the dungeons, which I would normally get a minimum of like 3 6 stars in. So for people who are farming stage 10s or stage 9s, it's just not even worth it. And like I said, for most people, it doesn't take you too long to get there. I don't think it's worth it. 5 stars, they're throwaway things. I'm not spending 27 gems on them. And then the Experiment, 14 gems or 12 stamina for one of those bad boys. I don't see it as worth it. I didn't do deep math on it, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. If it is worth it and I miss out on it, I'm really not going to cry about it. So that is the final one there. Now the Ancient Coin Shop, I'll cover that when we get it in the game. And I'll go through the math on that one as well. But that pretty much covers all the math in the event. My thoughts on it, like I said, recapping the event. If you got the bug, if you got the bug at stage 5, clear these, bounce out, come back in, and you should be right. And for most players that started a global, 5 is going to be the optimal farming spot, just due to fail rates and the amount of time you're going to waste trying to, sort out your team. You can spend that time and try and work it out on 6 and work hard for it, or you could just take the easy road like I am and just farm stage 5. So that's what I'm doing on both my accounts, farming stage 5. So if I go over here, we can jump out of here. How am I going? 300. I've done 6 runs, so I'm at 100% success rate on this one. I have not failed a run on stage 5 yet, whereas I did a 10 run on stage 6 and got 6 wins and 4 losses. I ain't going to deal with that. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.